Mike Tyson is now bankrupt, and to make up for that, he's fighting young boxers. Isn't that funny? Rounding up over $300 million in his prime, only to spiral into the depths of bankruptcy. How did such an invincible force fall so drastically? Join us as we unwind the captivating saga of Mike Tyson's ascent to greatness and his subsequent descent into financial ruin. From the dazzling heights of wealth to the stark reality of collapse, this is a tale that will captivate and intrigue, reminding us all of the temporariness of fame and fortune. Tyson, the man whose fists were as fast as lightning and whose fame shook the world, made a lot of money during his career, with earnings from fights reaching tens of millions and deals that made him famous everywhere. Tyson's wealth seemed limitless, but behind the glitz and glamour of the boxing ring lay a financial tale that would shock the world. In the late 1980s and early 1990s, Mike Tyson was a powerful and unstoppable force in boxing. His fights were more than just sports events. They were global spectacles that captured the attention of millions of fans. These events generated huge amounts of money from pay-per-view sales and ticket sales. People from all over the world tuned in to watch Tyson's matches, and the revenue from these fights was incredible. At the height of his career, Tyson earned over $30 million for each fight, making him one of the highest-paid athletes of his time. This huge income was a clear sign of his popularity and the excitement he brought to the sport. Fans were eager to pay large sums of money to watch Tyson in action, ensuring that his fights were always big hits. Beyond his boxing earnings, Tyson's income was further boosted by endorsement deals. Big companies saw the value in partnering with such a famous athlete. Brands like Pepsi and Nintendo were keen to work with Tyson, resulting in multi-million-dollar endorsement deals that added even more to his wealth. These deals not only brought in extra money, but also made Tyson's name well known beyond the boxing world. The combination of his big fight earnings and the money from endorsements made Tyson extremely wealthy. His bank account grew rapidly, and he became one of the richest athletes of his era. Tyson's financial success reflected his dominance in the ring and his wide appeal as a sports icon. During this time, it seemed like Tyson's financial future had no limits, with endless opportunities and wealth coming his way. At the height of his career, Mike Tyson's financial empire seemed unstoppable. Tyson's lavish expenditures were the stuff of legend. He owned multiple mansions, each one more opulent than the last, filled with luxury furnishings and amenities that could rival those of a five-star resort. His collection of sports cars was extensive, featuring some of the most expensive and rare vehicles in the world. Tyson's penchant for extravagant parties was well known, with gatherings that were not only large but also incredibly expensive. These parties were filled with celebrities, extravagant decorations, and the finest food and drink money could buy. Perhaps one of the most talked about aspects of his spending was his exotic pets. Reports suggested that Tyson spent over $400,000 annually just on the maintenance of his tigers. These animals were a symbol of his excess and his desire to live life on a grand scale. His financial advisors, eager to keep the cash flowing and secure his wealth for the future, promoted a variety of investments and business ventures. These advisors promised that these ventures would not only maintain, but also grow his wealth, ensuring that Tyson's financial legacy would last for generations. From real estate investments to partnerships in various enterprises, Tyson's portfolio was diverse and expansive. It seemed like there was no end to the opportunities available to him, each one designed to solidify his status as one of the wealthiest athletes in history. But then, like a sudden knockout punch, Tyson's fortunes took a dramatic turn. Legal problems, expensive divorces, and his lavish spending started to eat away at his wealth. Despite earning hundreds of millions during his career, Tyson found himself struggling to keep up with his growing debts and financial obligations. Legal battles became a major drain on his money. Tyson faced numerous lawsuits and criminal charges, which required costly legal representation and resulted in hefty fines and settlements. These legal troubles took a significant toll on his finances. In addition to his legal issues, Tyson went through expensive divorces that further reduced his wealth. His personal life was chaotic, and the financial impact of his divorces was substantial. These settlements required him to part with large sums of money, cutting deeply into his financial reserves. Tyson's extravagant lifestyle also contributed to his financial downfall. He was known for his lavish spending on luxury items, big parties, and exotic pets. The cost of maintaining such a lifestyle was extremely high and quickly became unsustainable. The continuous outflow of money for his mansions, cars, tigers, and other expensive habits put immense pressure on his finances. Even though he earned hundreds of millions of dollars, Tyson found himself unable to keep up with the mounting debts and financial obligations. The combination of legal fees, divorce settlements, and lavish spending created a perfect storm that steadily eroded his wealth. As the debts piled up, it became harder for Tyson to manage his financial situation. The rapid loss of his fortune was a stark contrast to the immense wealth he had accumulated during his peak years. It was a dramatic fall from grace, showing how quickly fortunes can change. Tyson's inability to control his spending and the constant financial drains left him in a tough spot. The once seemingly unstoppable financial success had come to a halt, leaving Tyson to face the harsh realities of his financial mismanagement and the consequences of his extravagant lifestyle. In 2003, Mike Tyson filed for bankruptcy, citing debts totaling over $27 million. The man who was once boxing's golden boy now faced auctioning off his prized possessions to settle creditors. From mansions to jewelry, Tyson's assets were liquidated in a bid to regain financial stability. Today, Mike Tyson has rebuilt his life, focusing on business ventures and entertainment. His story serves as a tale about the fleeting nature of fame and fortune. It reminds us that financial success requires not just earning money, but managing it wisely. So, as you reflect on Mike Tyson's journey from riches to rags, remember that every financial decision matters. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to stay tuned for more captivating content.